Good morning and welcome to NBT News. My name is Tiana.
My name is Diane and welcome to another pandemic edition of NBT News.
It's officially March and as we all know, students are attending classes in the building right now during our Phase 2.
And we have you Wally with that story.
Hi, today I'm going to talk about a topic that is fairly new, and that topic is in-person learning. Going back to school in person is a really big change, and I personally have decided to remain virtual, so I asked two students for their input on in-person learning.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm a senior. I'm currently going to school in person. So far, I'm really enjoying going to school in person. I like getting to see my teachers and my friends in school. It's really nice. I don't think it's very different than what I expected it to be. It's pretty much like normal school, except you're wearing masks, and I get to leave at like 10:30 every single day, which is amazing. And then I think it has improved my mental health just because it's given me like an excuse to go out and do something every single day, because you didn't really have that while you're stuck inside all the time. So it's nice to have like something consistent to do every single day. Yeah, I like it so far, and I'm glad that I decided to continue to do it.
Hi guys, my name is Mia Kelly and I'm a junior. So I am really enjoying in-person school a lot more than all virtual school, mostly because getting the school part of my day over with in the morning is a lot more appealing to me than having to wake up later and do it in the middle of the day. It was sort of different than I thought it was going to be. I expected there to be way less people, but there's a good amount of people where you can still make new friends and see people who you normally wouldn't see. Yes, overall, going back in person has drastically improved my grades and my mental health. Grades-wise, I was doing not the best in virtual school because it's harder to find motivation when you're at home and you're doing the same thing every single day. But going back to the actual building gives me a lot more motivation to actually get my work done. And I'm doing a lot better mentally because I miss seeing the people that I only really saw in school, and the schedule that we have now is a lot less mentally draining than the original schedule we had before the pandemic.
As you can see, students seem to be enjoying in-person school so far. I hope everyone is enjoying school right now, whether you are in person or, in my case, virtual. Back to the studio.
Thanks, you Wally.
Are you in school?
No, I'm all virtual.
Me too, but there are teachers in the building, and we have some new teachers here at NBTHS.
And here's Mohammed introducing our new staff member, Mr. Felice.
Hi, my name is Mohammed and I'm new here at North Brunswick Schooling. Talking about new, this segment is about a new teacher, Mr. Felice.
How's it going, Mohammed? Thank you for reaching out and giving me the opportunity to answer some questions for you. So I still got my PJs on, and it's end of PJ day. I got my virtual background. This is where I teach my virtual math classes. So I know your first question was, how do I like North Brunswick so far? And I mean, all I can say is that I absolutely love North Brunswick so far. This first half of the year, it's my first year here, and I can't, speak highly enough of my students and my colleagues and the administration. It's such an awesome and welcoming, diverse environment that, I really have loved this first half of the year, and I'm looking forward to a great second half of the year and many years to come in North Brunswick. Mohammed, yes, this is actually my first job teaching. I graduated from the University of Delaware in the spring of 2020, and I was lucky enough to land a job here at North Brunswick teaching high school mathematics. And I know the other part of the question was, how do I feel about starting my career virtually? I was nervous going in, but, between the resources I've received at North Brunswick and, still being able to connect with my students, it really hasn't been too much of a setback for me. I have learned a lot about, including and integrating technology into the classroom, throughout this whole remote learning experience. I think just the lack of, getting to see my students every day, getting to, get there and have those everyday conversations and really kind of develop those strong relationships with my students, I think has been the hardest part of remote teaching for me. Personally, I've tried to find creative ways to get the content out, but really just not being able to sit there and get to talk to my students every day, I think, is the hardest part of virtual teaching for me. What is the best part of teaching? The best part of teaching to me, and this is without a doubt my favorite part of teaching, is just getting to bond and make and develop relationships with all of my students in the classroom and outside the classroom. I got into teaching just because I wanted to make a difference, and getting to kind of make a difference each and every day with my students is really the best part of teaching for me, and it's so rewarding. And I'm looking forward to doing this for the rest of my career. So to answer your question, the hardest part about teaching for me is just kind of disconnecting after a school day. I love teaching so much, and I'm always constantly thinking about what I could have done to improve a lesson or make it more effective. So I think for me, the thing I need to improve upon the most, and what the hardest part is just disconnecting after a school day. You got to take care of yourselves mentally, and I think disconnecting and not always thinking about 24/7, what I'm doing in the classroom is something that, I need to continue to improve upon. So, for me, that's the hardest part about teaching.
Thanks, Mohammed, and welcome to NBTHS, Mr. Felice.
As well as a new staff member, we also have a new upcoming club that you might be interested in joining.
And here's Sean on the Alphabet Alliance.
Hello everybody, I'm here with Mrs. Geckler, Student Alliance Advisor for the LGBTQ Club. Can you provide a little bit of background of the upcoming club?
Mrs. Geckler, I am a teacher, also one of the advisors of our new student group, the Alphabet Alliance.
I'm here with Baashi Rockman. Where do you want to see this upcoming club in 5 years?
I think that people should know that the Alphabet Alliance is a place for everyone, even if you're not part of the LGBTQ plus community. If you support us and if you want to make change through speech and through charity and fundraisers and just have really important conversations, I think this is a great place for you to come.
I am here with Jamila, a student that is a part of the upcoming Student Alliance Club. What types of activities would you like to do in the club?
In the LGBT club, so far we're new right now, so we haven't really done much, but we plan on doing some, fundraising, spreading some awareness through activities, posters, through this. We do a lot of talking in the club, and hopefully if we can ever be in person again, we can do more activities, talking, movies.
If you want to join the club, reach out to Miss Matos or Miss Geckler. Back to you guys.
Let's check in with Mr. Neller on spring events coming soon in Principal's Corner.
Good morning, NBTHS. This is Mr. Neller. For today's Principal's Corner, I'm in the MRC, and I would like to take this opportunity to speak to the class of 2021, our seniors. I know that many of you left school last March, and you feel like you've missed out on many of the traditional events at the end of your junior year, carrying over into your senior year, NBTHS students were accustomed to. I know that that is upset and is frustrating many of you. But I want you to know, as the COVID-19 pandemic slowly begins to get better, and our governor has slowly started to increase gathering limits, we are actively looking for ways to give you some of the traditional events that seniors are accustomed to by the end of the year. First of all, we are actively looking to see if we can hold an outdoor National Honor Society induction later this spring. That would bring together not only the current inductees, some of whom may be seniors, but also last year's inductees from 2020 who are seniors this year. We want to give you the event that you did not have last spring. We are also looking at some of the other traditional events of senior year, such as the student step basketball game, to see if we can possibly hold it outdoors later in the spring. We are also going to be thinking about how we can hold a senior awards program. Unfortunately, last year's program for the class of 2020 was a video. We're hoping to do a little more for that for the class of 2021 this year. We are also looking at indoor and outdoor options for your senior prom. We want to hold a prom for you. So we are looking at ways we can do it outdoors, or if allowed, inside. And we will keep you posted on that as we plan. We are also thinking about your graduation ceremony. We will have a graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Unfortunately, Rutgers University has informed us that they will not be allowing indoor graduations at the Rutgers Athletic Center this year. So therefore, we're thinking about other ways we can do an outdoor ceremony, possibly on our football field, and hopefully it will not be later in the summer. It will be as close to your graduation date, if not on the date itself, as possible. We will keep you posted on that, as we want to provide you with the traditional ceremony that you deserve. But in order to be eligible for these events, all seniors must be on track to graduate. I know that some of you are struggling in your classes. We are here to help you. We want to help you graduate and to move on successfully from NBTHS with your diploma. If you are struggling, please reach out to your teachers, your guidance counselors. Please reach out to your assistant principal, Mr. Speller, or your dean, Mr. Zielinski. Or you can reach out to me or any other member of the administrative team, such as Ms. Bloomer, who has helped a lot with some of you with online coursework and getting back on track. We want to continue to help you and support you and get you back on track to be ready to graduate in June of 2021 and to be able to participate in these events. So please work hard and don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need support. Thank you and have a great day.
Thanks, Mr. Neller. You know, we always joke about it being our favorite segment, but he actually provides good info.
Agreed, but I do kind of wish you would do it in an actual corner.
True, you know the name of the segment and all.
But I am excited for what we have in store for our prom and graduation this year.
Me too, but I'm more focused on what I'm going to be doing after graduation.
I hear you. We have Kevin interviewing some of our seniors on planning and decision making after graduation.
Hello everybody, my name is Kevin Jackson, and today we are talking about senior planning and what our seniors are planning to do right after they graduate high school. Whether they're going to a trade school, a college, or maybe a county college for a year, maybe just work and stack their money up. Let's see what they're planning to do right after high school.
I'm attending Westminster College in Pennsylvania, and my goals are to become a doctor or get into the medical field after college.
Next year, I will be attending Monmouth University. I will be studying TV media and TV broadcasting. My goal after college is to be successful and work for a big TV company that makes me want to edit their film.
My current plan is after high school is just to work, stack my money up and invest my money, into things to make me more money and basically, just work, and not go to school right now, just really focus on what I want to do and just invest and stuff and not going to no trade school or anything, not knocking that field down. That could be for somebody else, but currently just working and investing my money right after high school. That's just something I want to do. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Thanks, Kevin. It feels like everything is happening so fast. Senior year, graduation, college.
I completely agree. Everything's been happening in the snap of a finger.
It's kind of...
life-changing?
Exactly.
Speaking of life-changing, Nico has had a life-changing moment himself recently.
So let's check in with Nico.
Most amazing thing that I got at the Rutgers University. It's called a fat sandwich. You guys gotta try this out. It's really worth it, to be honest. Let me tell you about it. You get these amazing fat sandwiches at the Rutgers University. The original place was the Are You Hungry food truck, but now it's a restaurant, still keeping its original name, the Are You Hungry. Giving you a little of its food truck lessons and its traditions of its food challenge and telling you about how it was all the way back to 1970. Each fat sandwich has its own kinds of flavors and kinds of sandwiches, some being the Fat Mojo, the Fat Cat, but they're all similar in one way, having a handful of fries on top of your sandwich. And this is what you can expect in some of the fat sandwiches. And thanks for listening about the fat sandwiches. Let's head back to the studio.
Thanks, Nico. That sandwich looks amazing.
That'll definitely be the next thing I check out for Cake-Out Night.
And now here are the upcoming events for this month of March. Tomorrow begins Season 3 for sports, which means wrestling and girls volleyball is coming up. Friday at 7 p.m. is the Alchemist's Virtual Theater Review. On Thursday, March 11th, it's a 12:12 closing. On Saturday, March 13th, the SAT is scheduled to be administered at NBTHS. March 14th, daylight savings begins. And on the 17th, it's St. Patrick's Day, so wear your favorite green clothing.
Both Thursday and Friday, March 18th and 19th, are 12/12 closings for parent-teacher conferences. On Saturday, the 27th, it's the beginning of Passover at sundown. Friday, April 2nd, school is closed for spring break and we return on April 12th. On Sunday, April 4th, it's Easter. April 10th, the ACT is being administered. And always check out GreaterMiddlesexConference.org for all Raider sports schedules. Stay on the lookout for these important dates.
Well, that's it for this month's NBT News.
So Tiana, did you miss working with Nick this month?
Who?
Nick? Nick Mochio?
Who?
Nick, the guy at the end of the broadcast?
See you guys next time.
Stay safe, everyone.
Hey, I'm Ben Almazan, the Vice President of the NBTHS Environmental Club, and this year we present our Flower Bulb Fundraiser.
Bruh.
We will be selling over 50 options of flowers from now until March 12th, so you better get your orders in. Where do I order, you might ask? Go to our Instagram page at nbths.environmental and press the link in the bio. Order now and be sure to get your orders to you ASAP.